And welcome back, everybody, to the Paws Up podcast. We're rolling now, Kevin. We're on a roll with these new episodes as we get to covering more sports. Obviously, now we're going back to football. I mean, how can we not? Let's keep it real here. Let's keep it real here on episode 113 as we have none other than Percy Courtney Jr. of FIU Football, linebacker, now entering his redshirt senior season here in the 305. Percy, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourselves?
Excited to have you on.
Yeah. It's great to have you on. We were talking about before the recording. It's been a minute since you originally told us got to get on the pod. Now we're finally making it happen, and we have a lot to talk about with
we do.
What the world transpired this past season. So
man, let's get into it, man.
All right. So, being a hometown kid from the 305, where did the love for football come from? I'm sure there was plenty of options growing up for that to come. And why did you settle on being a linebacker through it all?
Man, my love for football really came from my dad, man. He kind of like showed me the game at a young age, but I mean, he didn't force it upon me, but he kind of like showed me like what football is. And he told me, if this is what you want to do, like, I'm not going to force you, but if you want to do it, then you got to take it serious. And then ever since then, when I was 5 years old, I took it serious from there, man. I just been having fun ever since, enjoying the journey.
That's great to hear. Now, this past season with FIU was not the first time you've been part of literally one of the best seasons in a school's history. You did the same thing in your senior season with Western High School over in Davie. If FIU redshirt senior Percy could tell freshman high schooler Percy one thing about football, what would that be?
I'll say it comes with a lot of ups and downs. So, you just got to be prepared along the way, but you just got to enjoy the ride, man. You can't be so focused on what's next. You just got to enjoy the ride. That's what I tell my younger self, because it's a journey once you look back at it, man. It's kind of like it's like a book. It's kind of like a book, man. So that I'm just happy with my journey right now.
Talk about the offers that you received. There was a couple FCS teams and then FIU. When did FIU come calling, and what made you say, let's stay in the 305 and play for FIU?
Man, it was kind of like a dream, man. It kind of came like late. This was my last offer to come out of high school because I was graduating 22 and it was the COVID year. And it came when I was at the Broward versus Dade All-Star game. After that game, I got the call from the previous coach, Coach Mike McIntyre. And, man, as soon as I went on my OV, I committed right on the spot. I didn't waste no time, man. I didn't take no other visits, man. I knew I wanted to always play for the home team. So I didn't waste no time. I knew this is where I wanted to be. And I'm enjoying it ever since I came.
I don't think we need to ask you about culture shock because obviously you're from the 305. You've been here. You know what the vibe is like. But just talk to us about your thoughts on the facilities. Who are some of the first people that you kind of spoke to when you got down here to FIU? Who kind of took you under their wing? And what was that first year for you like?
Man, it was beautiful, man. The facility was beautiful. People were beautiful. The person that took me under my wing I talked to was Coach DeWitt. I love him, man. He's like, I look at him as a father figure to me. And he's just took me under his wing. I learned so much from him, and I can never thank him enough for that. So that's always going to be the guy that I respect the most, and always going to shout him out every time I can, Coach DeWitt.
Definitely. So, well, going from high school to college, what were some original aspects of your game that were talked about and worked on the most by then head coach Mike McIntyre, Coach DeWitt, who you just mentioned, and the rest of the staff there?
Really just speed. I'm not like a 240 type of linebacker. I'm kind of like a speed athletic guy. So that's really what they focus on was just my speed. So and I mean in South Florida, like all we focus on is our speed. So I fit right into the criteria.
Just talk about those first couple of years for you. Obviously a little bit tough with the playing time, not really consistent, but how'd you keep yourself motivated? Who were some people that you kind of leaned on during that time? To kind of just say, hey, look, I'm going to get my shot at one point, and you certainly have these last couple of years.
Man, I had a lot of great guys, man, going all the way back to my freshman year, GB and Donovan Manuel, two great linebackers. Then my second year, it was Donovan Manuel and Reggie Peterson. Then you go my third year is Reggie, and then it's it's Travion Barnes and Elijah Anderson, and we all know Trey. It's like that's my.
Yeah.
I don't like to pick favorites, but Trey, he's my favorite. He's my favorite linebacker. That's my favorite.
You had one
And
hell of a
then,
year too.
yeah. That was my favorite. And then now it's last year it was Cheney, Joe, and me. So yeah, I had fun with that. And I also learned a lot from each and every one of those guys. I always give them their props from anything, like just little things that they always tell me. I always give them their props for always helping me along the way.
Percy, I was doing some research, right, about like your time at FIU those first couple of years. I found something very, very odd. In your freshman season, you have a reception for 7 yards and listed on the FIU Athletics website. How did that happen? And take us through it.
I mean, I didn't know I had a reception, honestly. I mean, I had no idea I had a reception, but I mean, I'll take it, I guess.
It says here 2022. Kevin, you want to verify. One reception, 7 yards.
That must be a mistake. There's no way.
That had to be,
unless you had a pick that I don't know about, but like.
Yeah, I mean, I have an interception, but that was last year.
That was last year, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, I'll take the reception, man. You know, I could play a little receiver if they put me.
There we go. 2024 obviously was a big year for you. Got a lot more playing time. I know some special teams you kind of rotated in there at linebacker too. Just it was last year for Coach Mack who recruited you. Obviously, just talk about what you remember from that year, how you're feeling during, a time of uncertainty, right? You knew one coach leaves, one comes in. What was that like that last year of in 2024 where it was kind of an up and down year overall?
Yeah, I mean, it was an up and down year, but I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every little bit of it. Being with Coach Max last year, I also just had fun just playing with the guys that I was along, especially the linebacker group. I had fun playing along and learning from Trey and EA. And I mean, when I got inside the game, I feel like I did what I had to do. I made a couple plays when I got in there a little bit. I got a little interception along the year, so I was just having fun, man. I had a lot of fun that year, and going into the change with Coach Willie, I love Coach Willie. Ever since he stepped foot on campus, I just respected him and just what he brings to the program. And I was bought in by day one. Day one, I was bought in, and I was ready to ride along with him through whatever, all the ups and downs. I mean, I feel like he did a hell of a job, and he's doing a hell of a job. So I'm still riding along with him, and I'll forever respect him for bringing the change in culture to FIU.
Absolutely, for sure. Well, you kind of mentioned it. 2024 had one standout play for you, Percy. It was your first and currently only interception. Maybe things are going to change this upcoming season. But first of all, I know, but what game was it against? I want to see if you remember.
Man, it's Central Michigan.
There you go. That was amazing. That was an amazing game for the FIU defense. However, I have the clip here of the pick. I'm going to play it, and then afterwards, I want you to take us through the play, your instant reaction, along with your teammates, how everything was popping here. So let's take a quick look.
Let's do it.
On 3rd and 13, Lavis trying to go deep, over the middle, intercepted again. It's Courtney, midfield, to the 40, still on his feet, and finally down at the Central Michigan 32-yard line.
You had a shot to take it back all the way for a little bit.
I did have a little shot there. Man. But yeah, man, along the play, I mean, we were in, I think we were in dime. It's a coverage that we use when we take one linebacker out and we bring in the extra DB. So it's more sort of a passing scenario. So I already knew it was going to be a passing down. So that's why we were kind of playing off a little bit because of the long yardage. It was 3rd and long. Was it 3rd and long, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I knew it was going to be a passing play, so I just kind of, the running back flared out, and he was my responsibility, so I flared out with him a little bit, and as soon as I opened up my hips, I seen the ball, my eyes got big, I caught the ball, and I was just like, it felt like I was just like a little kid running down the field, man, so I just did what I could do with it for a little bit, and man, that memory will always be in my head forever.
Was it just instincts after you actually caught it? I mean, how much of practice do you harken just trying to pull off the best receiver impression as soon as he actually got the ball?
Yeah, I mean, it was just instincts, man. I just was running with the flow, and me and Coach Dewey always joke about it to this day. I feel like I did a juke move on the lineman right there. But he says I didn't do a juke move. But I mean, I feel like I did a little juke move. I feel like they should give me a little juke rating agility and EA in the game because of that.
There we go.
Man, that's good to know. I did want to go back a little bit. Obviously, when we found out that McIntyre would not be returning, just talk about what was going through your head mentally, seeing the coach that you've been with. You know, you're I want to say your entire tenure at FIU. Now out of it, like, were there ever thoughts about maybe heading out, or maybe just waiting to see what this new coach, obviously Willie Simmons, would tell you when you would first meet him, and just seeing all the change from 2024 to 2025, which, I mean, there was quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's going to have like that certain, like, what do I do? Like, do I leave or do I not? But I mean, I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to leave home, and I also didn't want to leave my coaches, Coach DeWitt. Well, Coach DeWitt, I didn't want to leave Coach DeWitt, so
Right.
I was just sticking with him and just seeing however it go. And then Coach Willie came in. I loved him, so I didn't have no choice to leave. I feel like I made the best decision of my life.
There we go.
Yeah, well, well said there. We're kind of flying by, Kevin. It's time for the first around FIU athletics of 2026. Could be mistaken there, but I think we need to quickly catch up on what's going on here at FIU. Sound good?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's take a quick look here around FIU athletics. Who to watch for here in the 305. It won't take too long. There are a few events here, but of course, we have to start with FIU men's basketball, who, see, the scheduling of this episode was convenient because after this episode drops, you have a couple of basketball games to watch tonight. For men's basketball specifically, it's on the road at UTEP over in El Paso on Thursday tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern. Of course, you can catch that game on ESPN+. That'll be the first part of a 2-game road trip, as per usual with most sports for CUSA. When you go out west to UTEP, you then have to go to New Mexico State or vice versa. That's who FIU takes on next over on Saturday, January the 24th at 2 o'clock. Their next home game is actually going to be a hot minute from now until Wednesday, January the 28th at 7 o'clock when they host Jacksonville State. Of course, all of those games can be seen on ESPN Plus if you can't go. Now, let's head over to women's basketball. It's the same thing. You have a game tonight at 7 o'clock. It's actually the earlier game at the Bank against Sam Houston. And then coming up, it's actually the first of a 2-game homestand. They'll then head on over to take on Louisiana Tech on Saturday, January the 24th at 1 o'clock. And then they'll go into a road trip on the 29th and the 31st delivery in Delaware. But there's still plenty of action on both men's and women's basketball to catch up on over on ESPN Plus. And then finally, we actually have some news about FIU swimming and diving. Their next meet at the Doral Aquatic Center is on Saturday, January the 24th at 11 a.m. when they take on FGCU. It's actually the first of a 3-game stretch that sort of closes out the regular season, if you will, before swimming and diving head to the American and diving swimming and diving championships that are going to be in Greensboro. Before that, on the 31st, they're in Boca taking on Florida Atlantic. And then on February the 13th, they're in Coral Gables at the First Chance meet, of course, taking on the Miami Hurricanes. So that was a pretty brief look around FIU athletics. Now let's get back into the swing of things, looking ahead to what in the world happened in 2025. There's a lot to get into. We have to go in chronological order. Kevin, take it away.
Yeah, starting with the big news that Willie Simmons would be the head coach of FIU football, the 7th head coach for this program. What was your first conversation like with him, if you remember, or from what you can tell us? And what made you want to stick around? You kind of noted a little bit with DeWitt. He obviously retained him, kept some of the coaches, defensive coaches, and made a lot of movement in the portal, even though obviously so many departures, but a lot of newcomers that you noted early on with Cheney and just the way that's been going for you guys.
Mm-hmm. I kind of bought in when he doesn't always preach about football. He preaches about family. And that's how I also feel as well. And I feel like if you want a good football team, you have to have a good family. So that kind of blew me away with that. So ever since then, I was kind of bought in with Coach Simmons. I like what he preached. I feel like he's one of my favorite. He is my favorite. He is my favorite head coach. He is my favorite.
How many is that a lot? That's not a long list, is it? How many coaches?
No, it's not. But I'm going all the way back from Little League and
There we
in
go.
high school, and yeah.
Willie may get a statue soon if he wins this. If you guys win the CUSA title next year.
Yeah. He should. He will, man. Definitely. We soon to come. Championship coming soon.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the 2025 season came and went, and it was the best season in recent years. 7-6 record, Shula Bowl dub, and the first bowl appearance since 2019, and several marquee wins against really good teams in CUSA. I mean, what would you say is your biggest takeaway from this past season, from a team perspective and from a U perspective?
I say the biggest takeaway is we won all of our rival games. So that's something, and we also we were the first to go on a 4-0 winning streak, if I'm not mistaken, a 4-0 first. So yeah, man, I feel like that's big, man. I feel like last year we definitely set the standard, and I feel like we can't go any lower. The only thing we could do now is raise that bar.
So many amazing wins from that season, but if you just had to pick one that is your favorite, you have the Shula Bowl win. It's always, especially for you being here for a while, having lost the Owls a few times, to finally get that done and out of the way is great. But then you also have the win against Western Kentucky, which you stole
amazing.
That
was the one. That's the one.
Counted you guys out. You also have the Jack State win. Liberty. What would you say is honestly your favorite out of the bunch?
My personal favorite is the WKU win.
You were there for 73-0, right?
Yeah. That's exactly why that's my personal favorite. So it felt good coming back on the same turf that they kind of blew us out on. So it felt good to holding them to a no score. Well, they had 6 points from field goals, but they didn't get into the end zone. So that felt good to just beat them and just oh my gosh. That's the best. I feel like that was the best dub in my opinion.
It's a great answer. But after the FAU win, Kevin, did you notice Percy doing some shenanigans with the helmet on the trophy? I mean, how
I don't know. Were you there? I saw a lot of stepping on the helmet. I don't know if you were part of that one, but
it was a lot of stepping on. Now I couldn't really step. I couldn't really move. I couldn't really move how I wanted to. I had a boot on, so.
Oh yeah, you left that man.
Right. Yeah. I couldn't really move how I wanted to, but man, it just felt good after that dub. Just seeing, just all the vibes were just up there, man. It just felt good, just beating them on our home turf and bringing that trophy back inside. We have a Shula case, so it feels good walking by every team meeting and just seeing the Shula Bowl trophy in there lighting up, man. That's just a one hell of a feeling.
You got to keep it for next year too. You guys are going to Boca, so that'll be
yeah.
That'll be a tough one.
Well,
but just. Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah, obviously the first responder bowl did not go the way you guys wanted, but still to even get to that point, which was obviously a long time coming for you, having not done that up to that season prior to the point, just what did it mean for you to be a part of a squad that broke a long streak of a long drought of bowl games? I mean, the last one was in 2019, like I talked about. So what did it just mean to you to just be a part of a squad that I think will go down in great memories for the FIU faithful?
Man, it was kind of a surreal feeling, man. I had so much fun, just all the activities we did, man, just being in Dallas, just hanging around with the guys, man. It was just a surreal feeling. It's like kind of like a feeling that you just want to have again. It's like we have to do it again. Like we have to go back there again, man. I just had so much fun. Even though we didn't come out with the dub, but just the experience and just being there, that's just it was fun to me. But now it's time to come back with the dub and get the championship and get a bowl win next year.
I think the answer to this question, you kind of talked about it earlier, right? Not wanting, wanting to stay at home, being with Coach DeWitt, not wanting to enter your portal, coming from last season to now. Was there any desire to even think about putting your name in there from this season, from after this season, or was it still the same thing? Just staying with FIU, like dead set.
Yeah, man. I didn't. I feel like just a bowl appearance is not enough. So I didn't want to. I don't want to leave without winning a championship here nor a bowl win here. So that's what I'm set on. I want to leave FIU with the foundation being set on a championship and a bowl win. So that's my main goal when I leave here. So I didn't want to leave without doing that. So.
obviously this is the most runway you've gotten, at least on defense in a full season. Just how would you say that was for you? How do you think it went? And now, what was the conversations with either Ryan Smith, your position coach, or DeWitt or Willie going into this offseason as to what you probably need to work on? Where would you want to improve? What are some things you're honing in on this offseason to come back for 2026?
Man, I mean, it was fun. It was fun. This season was fun. I had fun playing. I learned a lot along this season. I feel like that's the most I've learned since I've been here and played. But yeah, the most thing we talked on, because guys know I had got injured in the beginning of the season, so I came back. I was still battling the injury during the season. Like I still felt it a little bit, but I was telling them I didn't feel it so I can play. But yeah, I was definitely feeling it, man. So our main focus was just getting me back to my full 100%, being healthy, being able to be quick and fast. So that's basically what I'm just trying to get back to, and I feel like I feel perfectly fine. I don't feel anymore. I feel like I'm ready to go. So so it's just getting bigger, bigger, stronger, faster, being ready to go into my senior season.
I don't know how much you follow the transfer portal, at least from the guys FIU's bringing in, and I don't know how many of them are already with you guys, but you guys brought in 2 linebackers, to Corey Stewart and Brayshawn Littlejohn, I think his name. Just I don't know if you had the chance to talk to them. What are your thoughts, and how excited are you to have those guys with you in the position in the linebacker group?
No, I didn't get a chance to meet them yet, but we texted in the group chat. I introduced myself in the group chat, but I didn't get a chance to meet them in person yet, man. I'm excited to get those guys, play with those guys this season, go into the spring, play with them, man. It should be fun. I watched their film. They're studs, man. So we should have a stud linebacker core once again this year. So it should be a lot of fun linebacker room for sure.
Feel like FIU is always linebacker. You guys have this whole streak of guys with over 100 tackles. I think it goes like 5 seasons in a row. So
yeah.
Linebacker, you got to keep it up this year too.
Yeah. We're gonna keep it up this year for sure, man. We can't break the streak.
Exactly.
It also comes with good coaches too. So we got good coaches to help us get there. So
what's it been like working with Ryan Smith? His first time he's a linebacker coach here, because you had DeWitt for a couple years, but now it's Ryan Smith.
I love Coach Smith. That's my guy, man. That's my guy. I love him. He works on the little things with us, and he's like a technician. So we in there day in, day out, watching film, learning how we can get better. And he loves us so much. He's so perfect this craft so much. Sometimes he goes to sleep inside of his office. So that just goes to show you how much he cares for us and wants to get us better. So I'll forever respect him and love him.
No, that's great to hear. Obviously, there are, however, quite a few players on defense that are staying in the 305, as according to those graphics that FIU put out themselves. So, who are some of the players on defense that you feel the most like? Oh my God, thank God that guy is one more year with that guy paired up on defense.
Yeah, for sure. Josiah Taylor. That's my guy, man. That's my guy. I was excited to have him back this year, man, to continue build on his sophomore campaign, to continue being a great guy, great linebacker, great family man that he is. That was my favorite one. I'm biased, but that was my favorite one. And also on the D line with Jermaine and Dante. So yeah, and Robert Williams, yeah. So we got a lot of guys coming back that was on the team last year that helped set the standard last year to help build it again this year.
I'm curious because that 4-game win streak, I mean, you mentioned it. Dante Anderson during that 4-game win streak was probably some of the best football he's played all year.
Yeah.
You guys as a linebacker room were great. Like, what do you think was clicking for you guys on that 4-game win streak? And it weren't any easy opponents. It was really tough teams and a lot of streak snapping, as you guys did this year too.
Man, we were just all bought in, man. Coming from we started off 3-5. And then we just it was just a switch. I feel like we figured out like, yeah, this is what we want to do. We want to go to the bowl game. Like we have too much of a studded team. We've been through too much to just sell short. I just feel like everybody was bought in. Like that's all. I mean, that's really all I can say. We was just all bought in. Everybody just came to practice, doing more after practice, starting to watch extra film. You can kind of see it too, man. So I feel like it was fun to watch, and I feel like everything also off the field too. Coach Woolley always preach off the field is going to translate on the field. Everybody was going to class, getting their work done, and man, I feel like the football guys, they just repaid us for it.
That's amazing. Who would you say was the biggest unsung hero of the defense this past season?
I'll give it to G Mister.
Oh, yeah, okay.
G Mister. I'll give it to G Mister. He was the guy. He was definitely the guy. I wish we could have him back again this year, but
yeah,
you know, but he was the guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we know the non-conference opponents at FIU, or at least 3 of them that FIU is going to be taking on the next season. Just talk a bit about how excited you are to take on these schools. You have Buffalo, the Bulls of the MAC at home. Well, I think had a pretty solid past season. And then, of course, FAU up in Boca. You know, you have memories there already. But now you're going in here with a unique opportunity to defend the trophy. And then, of course, a trip to Tampa to take on USF, who had one of their best seasons in program history. But it's going to be a very different looking team with Hartline as their head coach and Byron Brown gone. So, I mean, how excited are you for those pair of road trips to Boca and Tampa?
I'm so excited, man. It's gonna be my first time going to Buffalo. So I heard it was pretty cold out there. Well, there's snows and stuff.
They're coming here. They're coming here.
The Buffalo game is
they're coming here.
Yeah,
They're coming here.
You got lucky.
Okay.
No
Thank
cold,
God. Thank God. Thank God. But yeah, it's gonna be fun playing against those guys. They always have a good linebacker core. So it'll be fun to have our linebackers versus their linebackers. So that'll be fun. USF with the new coaching staff. That should be a fun game. I'm excited. I always liked USF as a kid, so it'll be fun to go against them, and obviously to go back to Boca and go beat them 2 times in a row. So that should be fun. I'm excited for this upcoming season. We have a lot of fun games coming up.
I'm curious because this whole non-con is going to be in the state of Florida, so you guys are going to be in your facility the whole weekend.
Yeah.
No plane rides, none of that stuff.
Yeah,
Tampa, but. Just how do you think that benefits you guys in any way? Do you think that's helpful not having to really make these long road trips to the Penn States, to the UConns of the world?
Mm-hmm. I mean, not really. I mean, because not really. Because the coaches, they always preach, man. Coach DeWitt especially always preach. It doesn't matter the spot the ball, we'll play in the parking lot. So he kind of instilled that in our heads. So I mean, we ready to play wherever. We can play wherever they want to play as long as we come with it. So. But I mean, it's fun to stay in the state of Florida. So
I know USF isn't considered a rival, but anytime you play any of those teams in state, it feels a little bit more than a normal game.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna be more than a normal game. So we should see that should be a fun game.
Playing in an NFL stadium too.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
They played at the Buck Stadium, Raymond James.
Oh, that's fun. My first and my only NFL game was I went to go see the Bucks, so that should be fun.
There we go.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
I think was it the season after USF is getting their on-campus stadium. So hopefully, I don't know, maybe that could be hopefully a new non-con just as an excuse to check out that new stadium. You gonna miss UTEP? Or Louisiana Tech? I know they're heading out of Conference USA next season. I mean, that's really out west, I guess.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. What conference are they going to?
UTEP's going to the Mountain West.
Mountain West. La Tech to the Sun Belt.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Those are not fun trips, I'm sure. Because
those, especially the UTEP one, that is not a fun trip.
Exactly.
That is not a fun trip.
but you know what the loss of those two teams does? It makes Conference USA, I feel, even more wide open for the FIU Panthers. There's only 10 damn teams in the conference. I mean, how do you feel how open Conference USA could be next season for you guys? Obviously, a lot of changes with every school there, not just with FIU, and how open this could be for the Panthers to do what I know you want to do, which is to make it to a CUSA title game.
I feel like it's very open. I feel like we have the ability to do it, man. So I feel like we just had to attack. That's why we start now. We just started practice on Monday, and since day one, we already are still in the championship. So we already know what it takes to get there. We already know what it takes to. Now we know how it feels to play postseason. So we know how I feel. Now we know what it takes. So now it's just instilling that right now. Make sure the guys that's coming in know the standard and upholding the standard. Make sure the freshman guys coming in know that they got to uphold the standard. So it's no shortcuts. It's gonna be a grind, man. So we got to get to it, and hopefully, come that time, we should be the last team standing.
All right, let's get to some fun rapid fire questions here. Start to close up shop, Percy. You've been awesome so far, and we can't thank you enough. But Kevin is going to hit you with a controversial one right now.
Funniest player on the team from the 2025 team. We could go
the 2025 team. Funniest player on the team. I'll say Jack Thompson. Jack.
That's been the unanimous answer here so far
Jack.
From the football player.
Definitely gonna miss Jack. That was definitely the funniest one for sure.
Where is the go-to spot on campus to grab a quick bite to eat?
I'll say Myro's food truck.
That's maybe the second person to say it. So
yeah,
you know, Reggie Peterson was the first to say it.
And that's the same. That's who put me on that spot.
There we go.
Oh, really?
That's who put me on that spot. Ever since he put me on, man, I've been hooked ever since. So shout out to Reggie for that one.
Who has the best music taste?
The best music taste? I'll say Nicholas Watson. He has the best music taste. He gets us going inside the locker room.
All right.
What was your playlist looking like this past season?
My playlist was actually kind of all over the place, man. I had some NBA YoungBoy, I had some Drake, I kind of had some Lil Durk. I was all over the place, man. Sometimes, so it just kind of fell on my mood.
There we go. Yeah.
I'm almost scared to ask. What was Willie's playlist?
I don't. Willie, he didn't control the ops. He didn't control the ops. That's one thing he didn't do. So I don't really know his playlist.
Well, what kind of music do you think he would seem like he would listen to?
He looks more like an old school R&B type of guy.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
He may or may not have already answered that question when we had him on the show. I can't recall right now, Kevin.
I think so. Well, I would have to look back, but yeah. I think he did.
Yeah.
Maybe he has a new answer.
Favorite linebacker to watch growing up? That sort of helped you.
What'd you say?
Favorite linebacker growing up?
Favorite linebacker growing up? I'll say Ray Lewis. I feel like that's just it has to be. It can't
it's
be
the right
nobody.
answer.
It has to be. I feel like I'll be just doing disservice if I didn't say Ray Lewis.
And he is a Miami legend. And I mean, the college amenities. He grew up in the area too. I think that gives him major props for being a South Florida kid. All right, you've worn a lot of uniforms over your time here as a Panther. What would you say is your single favorite uniform?
It have to be this black Vice. Definitely the black Vice.
Okay. The new one.
Definitely has to be the black Vice. That's my personal favorite.
All right, I got you. We actually haven't asked this question in a while, but between all the returning Panthers that we know that are coming back, who should be the next Panther that we should get on the podcast?
Football team. From the football team.
I'll say my guy, Josiah Taylor. Have to get him on this podcast, man. He had a phenomenal sophomore season, and he's going to build up on his junior season. So that's one guy that has my vote.
All right, Percy, I got one more thing for you, then we'll close up shop here. If you have anything you'd like to say to the fans, to FIU, to anybody in particular, the floor is now yours.
What's up, Panther Nation, man? I hope to see all you guys pack up the cage next year. We need you guys as much as y'all need us, so we need you guys to pack up, make it loud. We trying to go on a home win streak, and we need you guys to be there and pack up the cage and help us. So I hope to see y'all there. Panthers up. Paws up.
Excellent work there, Percy. Again, thank you so much for hopping on. So until next time, I know 114, Kevin, we don't know who it's going to be, but you have some great ideas. Actually, I think we do know who it is going.
I know who it is. We can't say, though.
We can't say, but again, it's a different sport.
Someone new. Now
we're going to a new sport. So until then, you'll just have to stay tuned. But Percy, thanks again. And to Kevin and everybody else watching this, so long. Go watch some FIU basketball. And Paws Up!